think experience from when we first started. Obviously you develop a lot of experience. We've had a lot of training, both with our previous agency and with Thrive, so that also helps. So I'm a nurse by background, my husband was a firefighter by background, and then as a firefighter we did a lot of work with the Princess Trust. So all that sort of experience and knowledge, you sort of grows with each child, so you sort of know how to step back and around the communication and making sure that that's therapeutic, because how you would sort of care for your own children, it's very different with a foster child because it's knowing what they've been through and the trauma, and so you have to sort of manage things differently and recognise that the behaviour isn't not necessarily because they're being a naughty child, it's because they're either maybe scared or frightened or need a hug, or they're worried about something, or it's an anxiety, and it's trying to unpick that and try and get that to the surface, so that because you can't really deal with something until it's sort of out in the open. And obviously when they first come into your care, it's very, very difficult. You can imagine yourself going to somebody's house that you don't know and sitting down for a meal and, you know, sleeping in somebody's house. It's really scary. And to try and develop that trust for them to actually open up and feel comfortable enough, and for them not to feel guilty, because a lot of children feel guilty because they feel that if they're talking to somebody else, they're letting their own parents down, their own family down. So it's trying to get that balance really, and to gain that trust with them, to get them to open up and to talk to you. And I think when you've actually developed that bit of a relationship with them, they trust you and they start to open up, then that becomes a little bit easier. So it's all about having the basics, about the communication skills and that understanding, that empathy really. I think empathy is a big thing, to try and put yourself in that child's position and how you would react in that, and that's probably how they're reacting, to then step back and think, right, well, you know, this is how we've got to try and deal with this, or try and look at it this way, or giving space.